up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Friday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. Mahomes, still a badass. What's new? Another 99 club notch on his belt. Plus, the Chiefs cruise through another day of training camp with a newly signed player on the field. We got camp press conferences, interviews coming your way, an injury update, and coverage from Missouri Western State University. All coming up. First, give us a like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. And here we go. Well, another day of install up in St. Joe. The Chiefs wrapping up day 11 of training camp with a new player on the field and a few new injuries. All right, yesterday afternoon, Aaron Wilson of KPRC2 tweeted out that the Chiefs are signing tight end Jacorius Spivey from Mississippi State following a successful workout per a league source. Now, Spivey's story is an interesting one. Jordan Foote with Sports Illustrated explains, a two-time SEC Fall Academic Honor Roll student. He didn't appear in any games last season, though, and this was due to an eligibility mix-up. The NCAA denied his transfer waiver from TCU back to Mississippi State, but his page on the Bulldogs football website indicates that he did practice with the team throughout the year despite not playing. Now, in his collegiate career, Spivey hauled in 28 passes for 298 yards and a touchdown. A large chunk of that production came during his senior year at TCU when he tied or set career-high marks in receptions with 11, yards 136, and scored that lone touchdown. Now, during the pre-draft process leading up to the 2024 NFL Draft, Spivey measured just under 6'5" at 238 pounds. He's on the smaller side for a tight end, but you might have plenty of intrigue thanks to that 4.58-second 40-yard dash time and a broad jump of just over 10 feet. Now, the newest addition was spotted on the practice field today. Charles Goldman from A to Z Sports sharing on Twitter a picture of Spivey. Matt Derrick with Chiefs Digest also noted on Twitter, the newly signed tight end is wearing the number 85. Now, that was the number of Isaiah Gaithens, who injured his hamstring on Wednesday. Haven't heard the roster moving with Gaithens yet. However, that was this morning. We're expecting a counter move announced by the Chiefs later on today. Which brings me to the injury front. As Derek mentioned, Gaithens has not practiced since exiting the field early on Wednesday. Now, the tight end is entering his second season with the Chiefs after originally entering the NFL as an undrafted free agent with the New York Jets in 2023. Now, the Chiefs originally signed Gaithens back after tight end Garrett Prince was injured earlier this year in camp. According to the league's transaction wire, the Chiefs brought back Gaithens, who spent time with the Chiefs during the 2023 season after the Steelers released Gaithens in early June. As a counter move, the Chiefs then waived Prince. Now, Gaithens, in a similar situation as Prince, is likely feeling the heat from Spivey. After all, he's already sporting Gaithens' previous number. Now, a few new injuries to note, as well as some updates. Cornerback Kelvin Joseph was held out of practice today. KSHB 41 sports producer Nick Jacobs sharing on Twitter, Kelvin Joseph coming down the hill without pads. After practice, head coach Andy Reid shared that Joseph has a hamstring injury. In addition, cornerback Jalen Watson was also at practice today working, but this is after he came off the PUP list, so you could see him in a gold no-contact jersey. Matt Derrick with Chiefs Digest explaining that that is a sign that he'll be getting more work. The club doesn't want him taking any hits with his surgically repaired shoulder. Coach Reid confirmed linebacker Nick Bolton and wide receiver Kadarius Toney did not practice again today. They have been out since leaving practice early on Wednesday. Now, Bolton is nursing an elbow injury while Toney is dealing with an ankle injury. A few more to note here. Quarterback Nazeeh Johnson has a hamstring injury, and defensive back Deion Bush with ankle, again, did not work today. Wide receiver Justin Watson dealing with that foot injury. He hasn't practiced on the field since July 24th. So on that note, we're going to send it up to a guy who always brings the energy here. What's going on, Tucker? What were the latest headlines from camp today?
High-intensity practice for day 11 of Kansas City Chiefs training camp up here in St. Joe. The boys were working. I busted out the long-sleeve shirts to work right alongside of them. And I'm kind of hiding the sunburn a little bit too. But let me show you some clips to show you just how high the intensity was early on in camp. Let's start with linebacker and running back one-on-ones. Really good rep by Isaiah Pacheco here. He calls out Drew Tranquill. You don't see this in the clip. Calls him out prior to the start of the clip. He wins the rep here, and then he lets him know that he won. Love to see that high intensity here. The boys are working. Next, let's keep it with one-on-ones now. They're going to catch some routes here. They're going to go out for routes. They're going to catch some balls. Isaiah Pacheco, been working a lot in that pass game. Good catch through contact here. He finishes out the drive as he does. Here is one from Deneric Prince, who seems to be looking like the RB2 so far this game, making a great catch here during one-on-ones. All right, let's hit a couple clips from the team session now. This is the red zone session that they ran earlier today. First, a lot of these going to have to do with Patrick Mahomes, as you probably already know. Let's get to some Mahomes magic here as he does a beautifully executed play action, rolls out, flicks it to Rashee Rice in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Some shades of plays that Patrick Mahomes has already done. Now for a name I haven't heard in a while, Justin Ross getting some hype in August. Stop me if you heard that before. Here's a couple touchdowns for him in the red zone, just using that big frame, boxing guys out, going up and give footballs. Interested to see how they use him if he makes the roster this season. He has a different body type than every wide receiver on that roster. Camp battles could be fun. Heading to 7-on-7 now. Here's a couple reps from Hollywood Brown. He makes a great catch here. Also, Mahomes and Kelsey wouldn't be a training camp highlight without a highlight of Mahomes finding Kelsey. Now let's finish it off with some more Mahomes magic. Look, this is shades of Patrick Mahomes and Jerick McKinnon against the Broncos. Mahomes rolling out to his left, just flicks the ball to McCole Hardman, makes a play happen. That's just what Mahomes does, making plays happen. An incredible play from Patrick Mahomes here. All right, that's going to do it for me up here in St. Joe. Day off tomorrow, so I will not be up here. The boys are back on Sunday. I'll be back up here on Sunday. Make sure you're following us at KC Sports Network to get all of the highlights live as they happen. You can even find videos of Patrick Mahomes being dizzy and blindfolded and still throwing absolute darts at the KC Sports Network Twitter account. Also some guys working out on the side. You can find clips of those there. So make sure you follow us at KC Sports Network on Twitter. You can also like and subscribe to this video here for exclusive content you won't see on that Twitter on Chiefs News Daily. So let's go ahead and send it back to you, Hayley, up from St. Joe.
All right, thank you, Zach. Like he said, it's a day of rest tomorrow, then back again on Sunday. Guys, we are less than 10 days out from the Chiefs' first preseason game. The competition is heating up. You only got to get through one more Chiefless weekend, and then the Super Bowl champs are officially back in action. All right, let's get to the post-practice pressers now. Try to say that 5 times fast. Head coach Andy Reid, along with backup quarterback Carson Wentz and defensive end George Karlaftis all spoke today. Here are the key points from head coach Andy Reid.
The guys are learning and working hard, and I think they'll be excited to play against somebody else other than themselves here. So, he's worked in with those starters, and he's doing a nice job there. He's working, number one, hard on the things that we're trying to teach him. There's a lot of new things that he's learning, and he's playing aggressive. So, and getting better every day. He's not taking steps back, which is important. He's getting to go against good players, which also is important. So, and competing there. Yeah, we need to get better. Just strive to get better, coaches and players. If you can just keep the hammer down and keep working and detailing your work and not worried about what's going on a play down the way here. Just focus on what your job is and get it done. Then you have a chance to get better. And so we've added some new things, and the coaches are working on detailing all of that, and the players are working hard to this point. They're working their tail off to try to master everything. It's real, first of all, and he's admitted it, that's a positive. He knows, and he's willing to attack it. And so we've got help here for him with Dr. T, who spends time with him. So it just keeping us informed. He does a great job with that. And then if he needs spotted, we spot him. We take that. We're not firing him through things. We get it, and it's a serious deal. So I'm just glad that he's on board with that part. He's been great with it.
Alrighty, folks, you already know it. That does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. We're not going to be back again tomorrow because it's the weekend. So you go have fun, we'll go have fun, and we will see you guys right back here Monday night at 7 p.m. Have a good one.